Man, has it been 8 years, really? It hasn't been 8 years, really. It's actually been 14 years since I started creating content on YouTube, but it's been 8 years for this channel here. And the reason why I guess I'm celebrating today is because, well, I just found out that I've been on here for 8 years. I did not know, like, I wasn't looking to celebrate today. I literally was just going through the videos. If you create content on YouTube, you know that you go into the content section and you see all the videos you've uploaded and all that stuff, right? Yeah, I was just doing that, and that's how you see all your stats and everything, right? So I was going through that, and I don't really look at the stats like that, but one of the things that popped out was just YouTube's happy birthday message to me, and it said, hey, you've been on here for about 8 years, or for 8 years today, and all that yada yada jazz. So choking on my own spit. I was just eating and all that stuff. That's why the hair is pulled back, but it's also hot. So yeah, I got the hair pulled back, and that somehow makes me cooler, all right? Or at least feel cooler. I might not look cooler, but I feel cooler that way. Anyways, yeah, so how do I feel? How do I feel about it? I think it's bittersweet, but I think it's good, more sweet than it is bitter. Now, why do I say that? As I mentioned earlier, like, I don't know, 30 seconds ago or so, I've actually been on YouTube for 14 years, not 8, 14. I've been on this channel that you're watching for 8 years, but the only reason why this channel even exists, why it was even created 8 years ago, was because of the bullshit I was going through with YouTube for the past 8 years and even prior to that. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the beginning, and a lot of y'all already know this stuff. Well, I won't even say a lot of y'all, because I don't even know who the fuck is still watching. But I'm still gonna be doing my thing. But if you happen to be someone who's been subscribed to me, whether you've been subscribed for the entire 8 years this channel has been around, or you've been subscribed with the other channels that I had that were taken down, yeah, I'm gonna share more about that. Trust me, this video is gonna be long. I'm gonna share everything, right? So whether you've been around for 8 years or all 14, or anywhere between 8 to 14, or even, well, if you've been around less than that, you probably don't know this, but YouTube and I have had this weird relationship. I mean, we still do have it, but it's a situation now where it's like, I feel like I stopped fighting back. You know what I'm saying? I stopped fighting back. We have a weird abusive relationship where they beat the shit out of me, and I used to fight back. Now I fight back in my own way. I don't fight back in their way, in the way that was getting me in trouble in the past. Although this video might bring up some old, I don't know, but pretty much my first channel ever was not this channel. It was something, again, 14 years ago. And by the way, that was my my junior year of high school. Not junior year of college, my junior year of high school. I've been creating content since my junior year of high school. Now, my math could be wrong. It could be longer than 14 years, but I believe, that was what, 2011 or so, 10 or 11, and that was what, 14 years ago, maybe 14, 15 years ago. Listen, I'm not a math major, but nonetheless, it was my junior year of high school was when I started creating content on YouTube. The first video I ever made on YouTube actually ended up getting flagged because, and this is on me, because I used a song in a video. The first video I made was a tribute to not Malcolm X, but shout out to Malcolm X, love that man, but a tribute to Martin Luther King. Actually, it was a video that I made because we were approaching MLK Day, and I wanted to do something. I just felt like doing something to commemorate Martin Luther King Jr., right? So I ended up creating a video, and it was like a montage of him, and I used the song I Have a Dream, I believe it's Dream, by Common and will.i.am. If you know, you know. I'm not going to play the song because I'm sure I'm going to get flagged for it again, but I had that song in the video that I made, the little video montage I made of MLK. It was only about 30 seconds though, right? But, you know, with the, what's it called? The DCA, or not DCA. Shout out to the big corners out there. But DMA or DMC or whatever the rules are, you can't have more than 15 seconds of a song played, of a mainstream song, let me put it that way, played within your video. I had it for 30 seconds because that's how long it was. So I just missed the don't get sued mark by 15 seconds by making it a 30-second video with 30 seconds of the song playing from beginning to the first 30 seconds of the song or whatever. And it wasn't even the entire song, it was the hook, by the way. And again, the hook is sung by will.i.am. All right, go check it out. Common, will.i.am. You will know what song I'm talking about if you already don't know what song. It's a great song. I enjoy the song, but that's the song I decided to use because it was their tribute to Malcolm. Again, Martin Luther King. I keep wanting to say Malcolm, but shout out to Malcolm once again. But that video ended up getting flagged, and I understood why, because I broke a rule. After that, though, I continued on YouTube, and it seemed like things were going swimmingly well up until I became more opinionated. See, when I first started YouTube, I was talking about stupid shit, like this shit people argue about online all the time about who's paying for dates, celebrity BS, a lot of celebrity BS, to be honest with you. And that was a lot of the focus of what I was focusing on when I first started YouTube. Even have done it throughout the 8 years of this channel, unfortunately. You know, but yeah, that was the bulk of that channel there, that first channel, which was Underdog TV, Underdog TV without numberings and shit like that. It was just that. YouTube didn't have a problem with any of that salacious shit, all of that. They never gave me any type of issue. It wasn't until I started talking about politics online, politics on YouTube specifically, is when I started getting hit. And it was on some, when I started to wake up about things, right? I'm very vocal about how I used to blindly vote for the Democrats, right? I started waking up around the Obama second term. I still ended up voting for him based off of peer pressure and based off of that a last glimmer of hope that maybe he would get it together this other time. And then afterward, I was like, yeah, no, I'm never doing this again. And what I mean by I'm never doing this again, it means I'm never just voting for a politician because everyone in my family or my peer group, everyone that I work with, everyone around me essentially is voting for that political party or that politician. I'm never doing that. And I kept my word over the years of me voting, whether that be in national elections or state elections or just voting for anything of general, right? I've always kept it, how do I feel about that individual, whatever position they're running for, whatever I'm voting for. So with that being said, I became very much vocal about that. YouTube doesn't like it. YouTube didn't like that, being that this was a platform, or this is a platform, probably still, that at first touted that free speech and all of that, but then once the politics came into play, myself, other independent journalists at the time, other especially center, or what they considered themselves left-leaning, radical left-leaning, whatever people started getting attacked, especially during the pandemic a few years ago, when a lot of channels and a lot of people were getting shut down, demonetized, and things of that nature. I went through all of that. The adpocalypse, that's the term that was called. Yeah, shit like that was happening to me before the adpocalypse was the apocalypse. It happened to me during that time too, but I was one of the first, people to get hit with demonetization. It wasn't like I was making much money on YouTube. They also continuously move the goalposts. I will go into more depth a little bit, because I'm kind of like going into notes that I know that I said that I have here in my notes that I'm looking at now. These are things that I said that I was gonna talk about later on, right? I was supposed to just go over how I feel, but that is kind of on how I feel about it. Bittersweet, like I said, I went through all that fucking hell, but I'm still here. And that's the sweet part about it. The sweet part about it is I'm still here. I'm still creating. I went through all this stuff that halted the success of channels, the success of myself in general on YouTube, especially when there were times where I was actually gaining traction. There were times where I was gaining so much traction, people will want constantly, people were reaching out to me, wanting to do videos, wanting to collab. We were actually working on things, and especially when I was doing the podcast, the Earnest Thoughts podcast, alongside with like this YouTube channel. There were times where like I was really, again, gaining traction, and it wasn't like the most viral thing, but it was enough for YouTube to say, we can't allow him to continue to spread his message. We're going to have to find ways to subdue him. So then there came the goalpost moving of what you had to do or had to qualify to even be monetized, all this other stuff, all the punishment, the suspensions of channels, or the taking down of channels, and the taking down of videos and things of that nature. What really did it for YouTube was when I talked about, and this was like toward the end of Trump's first term, where I mentioned how YouTube and all these other places, and they're probably going to try to shut this video down. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I don't. And yes, I'm yapping on this, man, but that's what it is here, But like, it was, I made a video, and it was YouTube, CNN, and a bunch of other places that were purposely suppressing Donald Trump. And all I said was, hey, listen, this is not right. And, or at least what I said was, if it's alleged to be true, that there's purposely now trying to suppress Donald Trump, or news about Donald Trump, or this, that, and the third, this isn't right. Especially when y'all spent the majority of the first presidential campaign, when it was him against Hillary Clinton, y'all spent the majority of showing him off, giving him free promotion, trying to convince people of how dumb he was, and not necessarily trying to convince people as to why they should vote for Hillary. Your only argument was, well, she's not Donald Trump. The same thing Kamala tried to get away with this past election cycle. I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're saying you're not this person, which is obvious because you look better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, you obviously not him. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are a better choice. Nonetheless, you know, that's what I brought up in that video. YouTube didn't like that. YouTube didn't like that. They told me to take that. They struck that video. They restricted it, by the way, and was like, "We'll take away this channel strike if you were to take down that video." For the longest, like I said, I was fighting back. This was a battle that I was losing. I'm not going to sit here. I was beating YouTube's ass. No, it's their platform, their rules. They have the control of shit. But I was still fighting back. I wasn't winning, but I was still fighting back in my way possible, and I lost. So when I say I was fighting back, I was like, no, I'm not taking not taking that video down. I'm still gonna share the video, and that's how people are probably gonna see it if possible. And then they made it so it was like, bet if you're gonna share it, it's not gonna be viewable for people. That's what happened. That's what had everything that I was like, I'm gonna do this. They was one upping me every time until I finally said, you know what? The Cheeto Man ain't worth this trouble. It's not like I voted for him this last cycle or the first time. So why am I fighting so hard? I get it. I'm not necessarily fighting for Trump. I'm fighting for the fairness of coverage and just non-suppression. That's what I was really arguing about. Because when you argue these things, people get to thinking, oh, you vote for him. No, that's not the case. But I was looking at it like, this man ain't even worth all this trouble. Fuck it, YouTube. You got it. You want me to take the video down? It's taken down. Alright, now no one can watch it. I don't even have it on my hard drive. I've deleted that video forever and stuff, right? It's gone. If you saw it, you saw it. If you remember it, you remember it. If you didn't see it, I'm sorry. I'm not going to re-record it. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's gone, right? So I did that. I said, okay, so now can you take off the channel strike? And the only reason why I wanted them to take off the channel strike is because they were restricting me from going live. And a big part of the plans I wanted to do with this channel specifically, we're talking about this channel now, right? What I wanted to do this channel specifically was to go live every week because I wanted to do the podcast that way, right? They still wouldn't allow me to do it. Even after I took down the video, when they told me that, take it down, we'll remove the strike. I took it down, they didn't remove the strike. I still wasn't able to go live. So for the longest, I was like, fine, I'm just going to wait it out and either produce content then. And part of it was like, I'm not going to produce content for these niggas. Like, I don't care if I'm just some small fry, you know? Me continuously putting videos out like this and other videos is still it's still benefiting the platform. So whether you're a small fry creator that gets 2 views per video, or you get 2,000 views, you're actually still doing something for the platform. Don't ever have anybody or YouTube, don't get them to think that you're not doing anything, because there's a lot more small creators on this platform, and then there are the huge ones. And if all the small creators was like, fuck it, we're gonna go elsewhere to get shine, or we're simply just not going to produce on here. And even people who create large content, like big channels, or when I look at them, I think they're big channels. A lot of them would be like, no, I'm a small channel because I only get 20K views. What? It's all perspective at the end of the day. But if this video gets 20K views, that'd be the best performing video I've ever done, ever. And I would be super gracious if no other video even surpasses 20K or only gets 20K. I'd just be glad that 20K people saw it. I am sure, actually, no, the best performing video on YouTube, because there's other platforms I've been on. Unfortunately, one of them isn't around, but I used to get 20K was the very minimum I'd get per video on that platform, and I was still grateful there too. But nonetheless, yeah, like, I'm still here. And that's the sweet part about it, is I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and what's really sweet about it is I'm still me. I didn't capitulate to the various changes of, that's the various trends of YouTube. Now, I do have a shorts channel, by the way. All right, I do have a shorts YouTube Shorts channel. All right, let me just say the full name. YouTube Shorts. I do have a Shorts channel. All right, I'll leave that in the description box below. The funny thing about that channel is that's the first channel I've ever done. That channel specifically is actually my first YouTube channel. The story behind that, I'm going to get to it right now because I was just looking at my notes and I am actually, in a way, following what I plan to say. So, that channel got taken down sometime around, when I say taken down, I mean I wasn't able to upload content on that channel sometime around the mid to exit of Obama's second term, right? Because I was just spitting too much hot fire. But yeah, for real, like they didn't like the shit I was saying, and I was getting strike after strike after strike after strike, and I was giving middle finger after middle finger after middle finger, and it got to the point where I woke up one day and I forget what video it was. But yeah, they were just like, yeah, you're done, son. And I started creating channels afterward because I was like, fuck you, YouTube, I don't care. This is how we landed on Underground TV 5, which was the name of this channel here. It's still the name of the email. It's not the name of the channel now, but we landed on Underground TV 5 because this is the 5th email that I had to create to even have a YouTube channel in the first place. The odd thing about it is I ended up creating 9 in total, not 5, 9. Channel number 6, 7, 8, and 9 got deleted forever. Channel number 4, 2, and 1 at some time were deleted, but 1 got reinstated. 3, I don't know what's up with 3. I haven't been on 3 for the longest. In fact, I think I turned 3 into a gaming channel and I got locked out of that, and I'll share that soon. But the 3 ended up being turned into a gaming channel. Number 5 is what you see here. Number 2, number 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9 no longer exist. It's just number 1 and number 5. All the numerologists out there, y'all take whatever that means. But the weird thing is, like I said, my YouTube Shorts channel, which is a channel where I just upload shorts and things of that nature, right? It's literally this gonna be like content that you will see on here, but it's just shorts, right? Or content just like the stuff you will see on here, but it's in short form, right? And I already have a couple shorts up there. Go check that out, right? Leave everything that I'm gonna mention except for the gaming channel because I got locked out of that. Don't know the password and everything. It will be in the description box below for you to check out. But yeah, it was weird because, like I said, 1 was suspended for some time. It seemed like it was terminated because it was, I want to say, about a year or 2 or so. And not a year or 2 ago or so, I mean some time ago, where that channel was just like I couldn't upload anything, right? I can just go into that channel and watch videos. Like I wasn't allowed to be a creator on that channel. Fast forward till now, and it wasn't even just 2025. It was some time ago when I noticed I could upload on that channel again. I just didn't. Because I didn't feel the need to do so. But fast forward to 2025 and I thought, you know what, let me try this YouTube Shorts thing and see how that goes, right? I turned that into a Shorts channel and I am able to upload not just short videos, but long form videos, and I think I'm able to live stream. I haven't even tried long form or live streaming on that channel, and I'm not going to because it's only for shorts. So if you're a short attention span having ass nigga, go to that channel and subscribe. I get them subscribers up. I already got like 4 out of, because, and I only have 4 because when that channel got terminated, by the way, which I was at 187. I remember that number. I think it was at 187 subscribers, by the way. So almost 200 subscribers at the time. That's when they was like, we can't have this dude growing. And that's very small compared to bigger channels that ended up getting the same fate that I did. What's the difference? I was spitting hotter fire. I'm just saying. But nah, so that channel was terminated. They brought it back. Years later, after they brought it back, I now turned that into a YouTube Shorts channel. Only got 4 subs on there. Go subscribe if you're into shorts. All right. Now, as far as Underground TV 5, this channel here, or known as Ernest Void, it's exactly what it's described as. I'm just going to keep talking about the things I don't want to talk about. That is part of the freedom that I have here as someone who is a small creator. Someone who YouTube clearly still despises and doesn't want to promote. And I'm not saying that all of my, I guess, the lack of success, if you want to call it that, on here is due to YouTube suppression. A lot of it is because I'm not the big algorithm guy. There are times where I try, where there have been times where I've tried to be the algorithm guy, and that's just not me. The Shorts channel is my way of being a trendy algorithm guy without being a trendy, without fully going there, essentially. I know the trend, and especially on YouTube, is that a lot of people watch shorts. YouTube has promoted my shorts. Again, this is on the first channel. You would figure they wouldn't promote the shit out of the channel, that they were like, nah, we got to get him out of here because he's talking mess about Obama. Obama's all about censorship. He wants this person censored. It is what it is, right? So you would think that is the case, but they're promoting my stuff. And I know I'm not over there talking about Obama and all that, but their thing is promoting shorts. And I was like, okay, bet, if that's the case, let me just, I got that channel connected to my phone. I can make those, I could make my shorts on my phone. Boom, right there. So that is me being, doing something that I am comfortable with to an extent without going full blown. I'm dancing on fucking camera. I'm making videos like this, pointing in the fucking air and making faces and shit. Like, the fuck out of here. That ain't my shit. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not me. And the thing is, when I got on YouTube, when I first started getting on YouTube, this is even before I started creating shit, I was under the impression that this was supposed to be a platform where people can be themselves. And it used to be that. Let me tell you that. I just found out yesterday, by the way, YouTube actually was supposed to be a dating site. I don't know how true it is. I'm on LinkedIn. People be wilding on LinkedIn now. You know what I'm saying? I was about to call it WinkedIn. That might be the new dating meta over there now. It's called WinkedIn. Like, wink, wink. But, and I can't wink, so that's why I closed both eyes, nigga. Shut up. But anyways, I found out yesterday that YouTube was originally meant to be a dating platform. I don't know if it was supposed to be like a video dating platform where, like, you get on here and you say, hi, my name is Chris. I am a 34-year-old man. I live in a small-ass closet in Manhattan, New York, and I like going to the walks in the park. I like street vendor hot dogs, and I'm afraid of New York rats that are the size of dogs. And I am a librarian, and I don't know if that was supposed to be what YouTube was meant to be, but apparently YouTube, I did not know this, I guess you learn something new every day, was supposed to be a dating platform. Now I've seen some fine, and I still see some fine ass girl. I've seen some fine ass women on here, but don't nobody come on YouTube for dating. So when I first saw it, I didn't see anything dating related. I was on here watching music videos. I was on here, again, getting gossip shit. When I was into celebrity gossip and bullshit, right? I was watching that shit. But I was also watching things of people just being themselves and expressing themselves, especially doing what I have done over the 14, not 8 years of being a content creator on YouTube. Now, the only reason why I came on here to begin with is because, and I still say this, like, the only reason I started creating content on YouTube is because I saw people talk about the things that I was interested to talk about, but no one was saying the things I wanted to say. So instead of waiting on somebody or trying to pressure whoever I was subscribed to speak my mind, I decided to speak my mind for me. I decided to be that voice that clearly was my voice anyways. I decided to state my thoughts. And that's why I got on here. And I think that's what really has sustained me over these 14 years is me simply being satisfied, or even me just getting on here with the sole purpose of expressing my thoughts. Yeah, of course I wanted money. You know what I'm saying? The most I've ever made on here was 36 cents. I ain't kid you not. The YouTube is a platform that demonetized somebody they were only paying 36 cents a month to. My messages were just so dangerous that I was taking too much money from them. That 36 cents was just, oh no, we can't pay him 36 cents to say these things. He's talking about the good bit. He's talking about lies. He's talking about conspiracy. Nah, we gotta get him 36 cents. Nah, we gotta stop him. Maybe let's take away let's demonetize him. Let's see if he'll stop. Like, I was gonna stop saying the things I was saying for 36 cents because I was losing out on 36 cents a month when I was no longer monetized. Yeah, I remember. I used to get the checks in the mail, and this is before I was, again, I was young, so still living with family, irresponsible as fuck, not having my own stuff, not having my own, I didn't have my own anything, right? Essentially, right? So definitely didn't have a mailbox key. So whenever the mail was checked and I had mail, people would see it. And people, oh my God, you getting a check from YouTube? Relax. Oh, it was from Google, not YouTube. But what do you do? What do I do, nigga? I make videos that are worth more than 36 cents and only get paid 36 cents a month from YouTube. I think the last check they sent me was like 10 cents. Before they demonetized me forever. But again, how I've been able to survive not financially, but how I've been able to survive mentally on here is because, again, when I told myself I was going on here, I didn't tell myself, oh, I'm going to get rich and famous or even rich. All that stuff was a plus, but the main goal is still the main goal now, to express myself, to say what I have to say, put my perspective out there. That's it. And as long as I do that in every video, whether it be this one, whether that be some other video that I've uploaded, any other video that comes after this, because I'm still going to do this. Just because I started a shorts channel doesn't mean I'm not going to do long form. Long form is needed, but shorts are needed as well. I see the need in both, and that's the business side of me saying, let me start a separate channel. Yeah, I could do shorts on here, but the way that the two separate accounts are set up, again, Underdog TV 1 is on my phone. Underdog TV 5 is what you see here, and that's connected to my laptop. I don't feel like connecting both to both. It is what it is, you know? I like to keep it separate so I know when I'm creating on one platform, which YouTube channel I'm creating on it, just streamline thing. I'm a Virgo. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyone who knows anything about Virgos, we're very organized, very calculated. I have my ways, I have my reasons. You might not understand it. It's not for you to understand. It's not your method. You ain't got to do things the way I do things. You know what I'm saying? I don't even encourage people to do things the way I do things. I want y'all to think. Not even think the way I think. I just want y'all to think, period. All right? But that's for some other discussion for another time. All right, let me look at these notes and see what I've been talking about. Yep, how do I feel? We already covered that. I like just to reiterate for those who are low attention span asses or probably not even watching it. Like I said, it's bittersweet because I've been on here for 14 years. And yeah, there are definitely times where it hasn't been a consistent 14 years. As in, have I created videos every single week, every single whatever of those 14 total years? 8 years of this channel, 14 in total on YouTube. Has it been a consistent one? No, it hasn't. But I've gave you reasons as to why. The suspensions, the downright just me getting tired of fighting with YouTube. My little protest of I'm not going to give you content if you just go treat me this way. And, you know, it got to a point where I've seen YouTube make the changes, and that's what we're going to talk about now. The various changes that has happened on the platform. I brought up the whole new way of making money now. They're consistently moving the goalposts. I don't know if they've made any changes now because I honestly don't even pay attention to monetization now. Whenever I see discussions or even see videos of be recommended to me of how to get monetized on YouTube, I ignore it and I hit not interested because I already know, one, it's going to be some fuck shit, or, you know, it's going to be something where it's like, bro, they say do this, and then when you do it, it's like, no, you got to do this. And then you do that, now you got to do this. They're consistently moving the goalposts. The only people they don't move the goalposts for are the people like the, what's that guy with the dead eyes? Mr. Beast, yeah, the soulless dude, right? The soulless nice guy, right? They don't move the goalposts for him because people like him are cemented. Like, they're cemented as, you know, we gotta keep them happy, you know? People like me, they can continue moving the goalposts. And when I say people like me, I mean people who have channel sizes like mine, right? So people like me, they're gonna continue moving the goalposts. And unfortunately, there are gonna be folks who rush to try to jump on whatever trend or try to meet said standards that they're having, try to get that goal. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't give a fuck. I told YouTube a long time ago to go fuck off. I told them not chasing your little goals and all this other shit. I'm gonna do what is comfortable to me, and yeah, that comes at the expense of getting promoted on the platform. That comes at the expense of views. But again, when I first got on here, and this is just a sophomore high schooler thinking this way, and I still think this way, I was like, I don't see people, like, yeah, I see people talking about things that I'm interested in, but they're not going there. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to the level that I would want them to go to. And again, I just didn't want to wait around for anyone to speak my mind. Now, have I over the years seen people? I still do see people now where I'm like, yes, I either influence them some way, or yes, there are people who think like me. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to stop me from sharing my thoughts. But yeah, I've seen people over the years, but definitely not back in high school when I was starting YouTube. Definitely not, a situation even when when I started this channel, I started seeing a little bit of people who are just like me. Again, saying the things that I would say. But 8 years ago, year 8 out of 14 total, that's, to me, that you're already too far into the game to the point where you're gonna quit because you see someone who finally is speaking your mind, and I don't mean quit as a bad thing, because I don't think quitting, I think we get there's quitting there's like the bad quitting, and then there's the quitting something because something has just ran its course, right? And as much as I've taken time off of here, and no, you're not going to get consistent videos on a week from me. You might still end up going a month or so without seeing a video on this channel from me, right? I got a shorts channel, like I said. I also got another channel dedicated to authors and just creative writing in general. I'll leave that in the description box below. Okay? I got 3, so that's a total of 3 channels. And that dead gaming channel that I'm so sad that I got locked out of, right? But that's 3 different channels. No, actually, 4 channels. I got a tarot channel. So I got 4 different channels, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I started last summer, all right? Active on that on a weekly basis, active on the other channels as well. And definitely want to get more active, back to being active on here. The weird thing is, y'all are so damn fickle. Y'all are probably not gonna watch this video, right? But I can go 2 months without uploading, and then I end up getting 5 subscribers because I don't know if YouTube decided to push me, or I don't know what was the reason. But the funny thing about this channel specifically, it's happened with other channels too, especially other ones I have, but this one specifically, the less I upload, the more subscribers I've gotten. The more I've been active on here, the less views and subscribers I've gotten. People are weird. And this is why I don't go around tracing trends and tracing. Yeah, I don't trace the trends. You're not gonna see me that thing. But no, like, I don't go around chasing trends or doing things because you motherfuckers is fickle. And I'm just gonna flat out say, y'all take offense to it, unsubscribe, whatever the case is. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't. What do I look like chasing something that you don't even fucking know that you want? One day you want content that is long form, but when someone puts out a 2-hour long live stream, you watch 6 minutes of it. But you won't watch 6 minutes of a 10-minute video or 6 minutes of an 8-minute video. Huh? The short videos, the 10-minute videos are too short for you because you want something longer. The hour-long live streams are too long for you, and that's why you want shorts. The shorts are too short for you, so you want something longer. The long is too long for you, so you want something... Fuck y'all niggas. Like, this is the shit I've been going through. And yes, I mean you, nigga, if it fits you. Fuck y'all. This is the shit I'm talking about. And YouTube wants me to chase that shit? Fuck out of here. I'm gonna do what I want. I got a shorts channel for you short retarded ass niggas or people who just like short stuff. Alright? I got a long form channel, this one. And, it's just what it is. As far as live stream go, I don't know if I'm gonna live stream on this channel. I don't know if I'm still perma-banned from live streaming on this channel. The last live stream I did, I don't think I'm perma-banned because the last live stream I did actually on this channel was the previous presidential election that happened. I ain't getting any strikes from that. That video is still up, by the way. They didn't strike me down. I thought I was going to get strucken down. They didn't do it. So, God forbid they do it, but maybe I can still it's not maybe. I know I can still live stream on here. But I saved that for the tarot channel. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though it's more purposeful over there. So if that's something you're into, tarot, description box below. Every channel that I have, except for the ones that I'm locked out of or the ones that are suspended, I mean terminated, obviously are in the description box below. I don't have any suspended channels. I have terminated ones and ones that are active. And again, the one channel that was once terminated, probably suspended, but I swear they were telling me it was terminated, is the shorts channel now. Now it's a shorts channel. It used to be a long form channel. But yeah, man, like, as far as just everything, what I'm seeing on YouTube now, though, just I was shooting away a fruit fly, but, you know, or a mosquito, whatever the fuck it is. I am seeing, it seems like a resurgence of people, creators like me. You know, I've been noticing this for the past year, or probably even so. Shut the... I'm sorry. I'm riled up. Anyways. But no, seriously, I have been seeing a resurgence. And when I mean a resurgence, I mean Gen Z niggas. You young niggas, man. I love y'all. Y'all want to know why? Not because I'm Drake or R. Kelly, but because y'all don't give a fuck neither. It's like they grew up watching me not give a damn, and people like me not give a damn. It's like I wanna bring that back to YouTube. I want to bring that to Twitch. I want to bring that to whatever streaming and video platform that they're on right now. Now I'm only on YouTube. I'm not on Twitch. Twitch again I was on YouTube and Twitch for the gaming channel. Locked out, and you're wondering how'd you get locked out, right? That channel was connected to the email to one of the Underdog TV whatever. I think it was 3, like I said earlier, right? Underdog TV 3. They shut down. So YouTube does this thing where you can have multiple channels under one email, especially if you create it with Gmail, because it's all under the Google family, right? That's what I did with that channel, I believe. I did that. So when they shut down the YouTube channel, Underdog, you know, TV3, whatever the fuck it was called, I believe it was called that. When they shut down that email or whatever, right? The channel, because I can type it up right now. I can literally find that YouTube channel, that gaming channel, my gaming channel. It's still up. But I have no access to the email. I don't know how they're able to still keep the channel up, but that's a dead ass channel. You're going to see the few videos up there and nothing else. It's a dead channel with no email access to it. I'm locked out. So that's what it is. And you're going to be like, this sounds weird and it sounds strange. You're not going to believe me because unless it happens to you or unless it happens to someone that you know, right? And you probably know me, you don't believe me because you a hating ass nigga. But that's I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Go look it up. I can give you the name. Like I think it's Ernest the Picky Gamer. Ernest the Picky Gamer. Now I could try to hit up YouTube, Google and be like, hey, the email to this YouTube channel was terminated, but the channel is still up. Hey, is there a way I can get access to this channel? Because I actually miss making gaming content. It got locked out at the worst time ever. I was moving, my gaming camera broke, my headset actually broke within the move as well, and the camera and the headset move. And then to make things worse, again, I got locked out of that channel. So that was just, yeah, that was rough times. This happened years ago. This was like a couple years ago, man. Like, that was rough times. That was rough times, you know? But as far as now, like I said, I see a resurgence of people making content like this. Just talking about whatever they want to talk about and bringing that old YouTube feeling back, all right? Now, what if somebody wants to bring back the origins of YouTube, the whole dating world? Listen, I'm a sucker for love. I'm a lover boy. Not in a Drake way, but like an actual non-toxic, non-creepy lover boy. But this platform used as a dating platform, the women on here who be simping to dudes, the pick-me's, the actual pick-me's, I don't trust them. I don't trust the pick-me's. Yeah, so I might like a video of theirs or two, but I don't trust them because a lot of the pick-me's are actual hoes. You know what I'm saying? That fawning for male approval isn't just a money grab for them. It's they love that, they feed off that attention. And I am not the type of dude where it's like, you know, I used to be the real jealous type. But I don't want to ever be with somebody who feeds off attention from either the opposite sex or even the same sex. I don't like, why the fuck you need some other people's attention? Like, is my attention not enough? That's my thing. It's like, if you feel as though my attention is not enough, if I'm not number one on your attention span, on your love span, then I'm number 0 and I'm just gonna dip. That's how I handle shit now. I'm not being that jealous dude that I was in the past, yelling and screaming and checking phones and going crazy and shit. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. If I'm not number one and I want his attention and his attention only, then you not get my attention at all, period. That's just what it is. So we're not bringing back the origins of YouTube, of dating scene, but we're bringing it back in the sense of we on here, we talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about. And that's what I've been doing for all of 14 years and definitely all of 8 years of this channel. So happy birthday, Underdog TV 5. You survived the apocalypse. Well, you didn't survive the apocalypse. You still ain't making no money, you broke ass bitch. But you survived. You didn't give up because you weren't making your little 36 cents a month. You survived the suppression, the various suspensions, the various channel strikes, and you're still here 8 years now, old enough to still eat popsicles and it be appropriate for you during this time of year. So I guess, I don't know. But shout out to this channel. Shout out to those who subscribe and actually watch. Maybe I'm getting suppressed and like people are been wanting to see, because shit like this does happen. Like, this isn't just conspiratorial earnest speaking. This is, go watch other people. Crank Lucas, he's a way bigger channel than me. He's been getting suppressed. And YouTube's way of suppressing people, they're not suppressing people for just saying the Democrats are whack and the US government is the US dollar is fake and bullshit, right? They're not just suppressing people for saying shit like that anymore. They're actually suppressing you for not being consistent, for not uploading videos every fucking day or every fucking week. For having a life outside of YouTube, you get suppressed for that. Crank Lucas has a video on that. Go check out Crank Lucas. It's not a lot of times where I shout out other creators on there and stuff, but Crank Lucas is a guy who's been creating for a long time too. Probably 14 years like me, or you know, around that. But check him out if you don't believe me. He's a way bigger channel than me. Compared to our channels, he's a way bigger channel. And he's been getting suppressed. Other channels that are bigger than Crank Lucas talked about how they had their shit suppressed. Now, a number of them be lying. A number of them just be speaking out of their ass and saying shit and acting like they the underdogs when the real underdog is this guy over here. But there have been people where I was like, yeah, actually, I do believe it. Because I know what it looks like to be suppressed. Why? Because it's happened to me. It's happening to me. But fuck it, we ball. That's the saying, right? I love that saying, by the way. I don't usually use new lingo, but fuck it, we ball is my shit. So that's what we doing over here. We balling. We're not making 36 cents anymore, but we balling still, all right? So if you've got anything of value from this video, please hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm still going to keep doing my thing, all right? More videos coming soon on this channel. Check out the other channels that I have, but that will be the only time I shout out, or one of the rare times I shout out other channels that I got going on, because, well, I don't want YouTube to catch on. They probably already know, but I don't want YouTube to catch on that I have multiple channels, just so they can start fucking with me on those other channels, which have nothing to do with this. And I like to keep the channel separate, like I said. So it is what it is. Take up less than an hour of your time. If you still here, appreciate you. If you're not still here, it is what it is. All right? Peace.